what's going on? It's going to be another beautiful day in the market. We are starting with a new account, $400, and we're going to see how far we can take this, or how high we can take this account before we do a payout. So, not really setting any goals just yet, but the market's just opening up. Today is 7/29/26, and we're going to see exactly how the market kind of unravels after the political news that we just got on sending more strikes over to Iran. We are seeing some initial move off of that key support area there, so I'm just going to be maybe watching some puts today. Obviously, we're getting a lot of selling pressure right now, and that's probably just due to the political news. So don't want to short into these lows though, just because we are touching our key area of support, so just being cautious. I do like this for a short play, but see, this is what I like about this. There's a break-in structure, clear break-in structure, right? We have something right here that we did get a bounce off of here, so we did get an initial reaction, did sell off here, and then kind of broke down to our support zone. So we're seeing that we're kind of just holding that area now, testing the waters to see if that's going to continue to sell off. Just already so far gone. Yeah, right, we're getting that initial reaction off that support level, but so I'm going to be looking at the 736, and we're going to go in with two contracts. Let's go with two. We missed the initial bounce off support, 150. I think that's what we're targeting here, so let's start with two. Alright, definitely really glitchy today, but we're making some good progress right here. Already showing some promise here on that trade. Let's see. I mean, this is just so laggy here, so it's hopefully we can break that 190. But we are again near a support level here, so I gotta keep that in mind. It's very, very glitchy, and I hate when this does this, but something I just have to deal with. Once we break this, if we can close below 779 or 739.53, then we should be pretty golden. But obviously we had a huge bounce just right there, so struggling to hold that 150 here, and if we can, then we're going to see that breakout above our high level here. And if we can get a push past 190, we would be targeting around 216. That's going to be price target for this here. Alright, so we're going to be targeting 737.91, possibly. We'll see what happens here, but that's where I have my sell order. I might have to pull that in a little bit depending on just how the market reacts, but right now that's what I'm going to be targeting. Just have to watch for some time decay here and see if we can just keep that momentum to the downside. It's not really getting the volume that you would expect to see right now. So I'm not really liking this trade at all, but the setup looks good. It's just that we're not getting any real momentum to really push us to higher highs. It's one of those things where I'm shorting into lower lows. This is where it gets complicated when you're trying to see if the market's going to continue to go lower. Obviously when it's by a key support level, but as you can tell, we did break structure here, so this could be a liquidity sweep with a continuation to the downside, and that's just what you have to kind of base your analysis off of. So if we did have a break above that 740.14 range, around there, break and hold above that range, then we can say that the SPY is truly reversing to the up direction. Right now, I think that we are still in the safe zone of a continued downward move, but we just have to wait and see exactly how that plays out, if we can get the momentum to just push us to our price target. So that's what we're looking for right there. There's that selling pressure. Should be able to break through and continue right down to 737. I think that is the break that we needed to see, just to kind of give the market a little bit more conviction that the downside is going to continue. So I think I'm going to pull this into 190 at least. think that's safe to say, just to take some profit off. We are trading a low account, so don't want to be too eager here. See if we just bring this down a little bit. Maybe just tap that 190 again, because at 130, at 739 is holding pretty well. So we might just get a flash sale with a dead cat bounce in that zone. Showing to be pretty promising to hold. I think we're gonna just cancel that out. Come on, let's see what happens here. This should continue. It's looking pretty good. 190 is looking pretty good. Alright, taking our first win on the small account challenge. Yeah, as you can see, it is going higher, but it's one of those things, you know, you just want to take profit, especially on these smaller accounts. They're hard to always say what's going to happen. You don't want to diminish your capital too soon. So, however, this was a fantastic trade, and we probably still have a lot more upside, to be honest. Yeah, look at this thing go. So position right, just eager to sell, eager to get out the position rather than just letting it play out. About $64 on the first win here, as you can see. Yeah, that's just going now. Look at that. So just completely missed that whole move. In at 161, out at 193. I mean, could have definitely got a higher return. But that's the nature of it. Might be able to get a pullback bounce, maybe at the 216 range. I mean, this is really just, it's not unlikely that we see a continuation, is kind of what I'm getting at here. 216. Probably go even more than that, right? I'm gonna take that off. Let's see what happens here. If we could break that, because where's our next level? Our next key level is like 34. I mean, that's kind of low, but I think we can go a little bit higher on our position here. 260 is good to me. I mean, I feel like that's a, yeah, there it goes. There it goes. Just scalping today. Up 100. 496 after commissions. Just a scalp kind of day. Obviously seeing that continuation though, just really tough to, you know, see that full move come through, especially when you're not positioning the greatest. I mean, we're just catching these momentum rips here and there, trying to catch some pullback, retests. But yeah, no, I mean, just playing it safe too. Just making sure that we're securing profit and not holding these positions too long. These are very volatile right now. We have FOMC this afternoon, so these options are highly inflated for what they should be. So that's definitely factored in here. We're seeing that it play out in the price. Usually the options are not this expensive, so, but we're still getting some good price action regardless, able to capitalize on some of that volatility and uncertainty in the market. That second play was great. We got two contracts at 161, pretty close to our area here at 152, and we ended up selling that one at 193. So, you know, just really holding ourselves accountable to our trading zone, even though, you know, there was a high potential for this to break out and go to 216. Do that stuff when you have a little bit more money to play with. You don't want to be shooting for the stars or you're going for home runs when your capital's low, because that's when the trades turn against you and you end up blowing up the small accounts. So that's exactly why I decided to pull that down to the 192 range rather than keep my initial price target at 216. As we can see, this did end up going to 216, so my analysis was correct. But again, just playing it safe since we do have that small account that we're working with right now. Just tightening up those zones and making sure that we are securing profit and growing this account so we can hopefully see higher returns if we stay with the same momentum. But regardless, we were able to get that break above that 216 and enter close to that 216, getting in at 229. For another move, another push up towards 260 was the original price target that we were shooting for, but we ended up getting 261. I'm sorry, 264. So all in all, we were able to get a $96 profit on the small account, starting with $400, and that's pretty good. So, what's that? Just about 25%, right? 25% on the overall account already. First day trading. See if we can find any more trades later in the day, but for now, just going to be hands off, hands free, and letting the market just unfold a little bit here to get ready for the next move. So cool. All right, dope. So it's 10 o'clock. I'm already done. The account is up 25% already on the first day trading, and we're just kind of waiting to see exactly what happens in the market today. So we have FOMC just priced in, and we're just kind of waiting to see the small setups that present themselves, and just really just capitalizing on those small wins right now. Not looking for any home runs. Those moves will present themselves later in the day, I believe. But right now, just taking it easy and making sure that we're keeping our ranges tight. If this is something that you guys are interested in, watching more of these live trades, make sure you hit that subscribe button and take a look at my other socials like X, TikTok, and Instagram, where I post a lot of these replays and just capture my journey along the way, growing small accounts and just explaining some of the different setups I see in the market. So, all right, so we did jump into another trade here, buying in at 255 and shooting for $3 here. So this does have range down to 734. We are getting a continuation push down to the downside, breaking structure here as we can see, and we just need to see this candle close below 736.60, and we should be able to hit this price target of 736. Markets are very weak at the moment, so just taking advantage of this, trying to see if we can get that final push to $3. Really looking for that hold above 240. This is looking crazy, so let me move over here. Alright, so as you can see, I did buy in for another contract at 255, holding that 240 range, looking for a push to $3. This is the third trade of the day, just scalping this out, and we're getting that push there. As you can see, we should be able to hit it. Come on, very close. Right there, it's right there. All right, perfect trade, perfectly executed. Geez, can't ask for much better than that. Just scalping all day, making sure that we are playing it safe, keeping our ranges tight. Even that went even further. Obviously, if I was playing it to my levels over here, this should go all the way down to 734. But again, just playing it safe, making sure that we're taking some profit as the market gives, and making sure that we are just holding ourselves accountable to getting in and out of these positions as the profits present themselves. Awesome trade there. Again, getting closer to our levels of support. As you can see, this was about one contract at 255. We were looking at 240, so it wasn't ideal, but 15 cent difference there with our upside was a lot more, obviously. 70 to the upside. It was 60 to the upside, so it's a pretty good return on risk to reward there. So account's already at 540, so looking pretty solid, honestly. Just keeping it moving, trying to slowly just chip away at bringing this account to 1,000, and no real set goal right now, just growing this small account right now and just making sure that we're locking in some profits, making sure that just focusing more on attention to detail and accountability. So that's really what the market's about, just attention to detail, holding yourself accountable, being disciplined to make the right calls. especially when the market is uncertain. So fantastic trade. So cool. So yeah, I mean, started with 400. Like I said, we are currently at 540. Profit for the day is looking like 144, but after commission and fees. All right, jumping into another trade here. I dropped down to the 729 puts. I think we have some more room to grow to the downside. I think we're still going to see a sell-off in the market here. It's showing a lot of signs of weakness, and I want to see this continue up towards. I'm not really sure. I don't have a price target just yet, but just entered this, saw that opportunity there, so I wanted to jump into this real fast and try to see if I can make some additional profit on this. But overall, the market is looking very weak, so I think that we can definitely see some more upside here. And with 4 contracts at 9.94 cents, so definitely a bigger position for the small account. Definitely taking a big risk here, but feeling pretty confident. I think we're going to be targeting 120. Targeting 120. So 114 was the high before. And really we're just looking for a break into the 733 zone, 733 to 734 zone, which again, definitely some good weakness in the market that we're seeing right now, so it's definitely likely. I wanted to jump in quick to make sure that I positioned right, close to a key area at 93 cents. See exactly what happens here. Let this one just play out though, because I've been cutting my winners kind of early, to be honest. So I want to see exactly what we can do here, see how high we can actually get, because 140 is not, I don't think that's unrealistic in this market right now. And we're definitely seeing some volume come through, so there's that break we're looking for. Should see pretty significant run here. Let's target 130. Targeting 130. Targeting 130. We were there, but kind of slow on the draw, but we did get a break above 114, so I'm still pretty hopeful that we can hit 130, maybe. A little slow on the draw, and that's where you have to be on it. Might have missed this one. Alright, that was good. We closed above 114, so that's good. Should see a pretty significant rip here. Breaking back into that zone. Alright. Breaking past that zone, but didn't get the buy order. Not yet. Just waiting for that to fill. Should be right here. Alright. Alright, cool. Another 140. Another 140. An excellent trade. Another excellent trade. So almost up 100% one day. We started with 400 and we're at 680. So pretty successful scalp day. Again, just taking advantage of the opportunities when they present themselves and seeing a lot of break, retest structures. So that's exactly what I'm playing here, and I'm just holding my my entries and exits tight. Getting in this one with 4 contracts at 94 cents, and once we did break above that 114 range, I did see some resistance up towards the 130 range. So that's what we were shooting for there, and I think this still has a lot more potential in it, but right now just wrapping it up there, making sure I'm getting profit, building the small account as I can, and making sure that we lock in those wins. I think I like this for more downside. Looking at this 729 puts here. Taking my time. We're right at a support level, so just gotta make sure that this is going to fail. Really just looking at this breaking structure here. Holding below 735.0706. If that breaks above, then I don't like that. I don't like that trade anymore. Yeah, that might be. That might go. That might hold. I think that's. I think this level of support is gonna hold. I think we're gonna see a little bit more upside here, and then maybe continued sell off. Let's see here. Let's see what happens. There's that break above. Yep. Yep. We're just watching. We're just watching. There could be some opportunity down maybe by 77. All right, we're looking at this again. I mean, this is looking pretty promising. We're getting a pull back here to 77. So I think I want to put an order here, a buy order. Let's see if we can get 77. Maybe let's go 80. Ah, it's lagging so bad right now. I can't do anything. I'm trying to get in on this. Oh. That's a huge break, so we actually might have missed that. That's a huge break. And if we can get in this again, all right, 5 at 93. That needs a break again though. I mean, that was insane. I think that we still have some potential to go to the downside, so I'm feeling pretty optimistic about this one. Let's see. Trying it again at 93. Definitely not what we want to see there. We need to close. We need that to close below 735 on the 5 minute here. Alright, so giving some of that back. Giving some of that back right there. Let's see. I think 77 is a solid hold. I mean, I think 77 is a solid hold. Personally, I really wish I waited to add there, but 93 is not bad. We know that's a solid area for support too. So if we could recapture that, then it's probably gonna more or less confirm the bias that the market's gonna continue to sell off. So these 729 puts will start to print very soon. We'll see. We just need to recapture 93, and we're golden. Alright. Gonna go just about all in, average down here. Try to average down here. Let's see if we can get it. Might have missed it. Try to average down a little bit. Change that up to 80. See if we can get that. Missed that buy order, but man, that's going. Alright, let's close that out. Let's see. I mean, that's a gap up, so I feel like that's telling you something. We're going to see a big move here. Should be able to break back above 114, and then even possibly up towards 130 again. Liking how this looks. Yep. Here we go. Let's go. We need that to close. If we can close on the 5 minute below 735, we should see a continuation to the downside. This should definitely start to rip very soon. 734.34 needs to break, and we're gonna see this thing take off. If that level fails, this thing's gonna go crazy. But that's where I'm thinking we're gonna have some issues. Yeah, we're in this trading zone and it's tight. It's very tight. So but this is potentially massive. So there's high risk, but very high reward here, potentially. See, that needed to fail. That needed to fail. I don't like how that looks. So a little bit of a loss here. See if we can just get a pullback. I think it's a false breakout. I think it's a false breakout. And I'm not sure if that's me being optimistic, but no, I'm gonna hold this one out. I'm gonna hold this one out. I'm gonna hold this one out because I'm not believing it. Not just yet. Not just yet. I think we got some more fire. Yep. I think we got some more downside. I feel like that's gonna break, and that's why I'm shorting this. I feel like that's gonna break. I don't feel like 734 is not going to hold. I just don't see it holding. Yep. There it is. That's what we're looking for. That's exactly what we're looking for. That's confirmation right there. That's the confirmation we're looking for. That's confirmation right there. If we can get a close in that zone, this is going to explode. I think every trader is assuming that this is going to go up here, and I think rightfully so, but I'm still bearish on this. I'm still very bearish. Price target is 125. I mean, I think that's whoa, that's a lot of volume. That's what we need to see. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Might be able to get more. All right, 130. Send it to 130. And bring it back down. Uh, 114, it's gotta be 115, out at 115. That's gonna be where it bounces though. So kind of shy. I wanted to hit that 100, almost 100% in one day on the account. Almost 100%. I mean, that's not bad. We were up, definitely up. A little upset I didn't take profit sooner. That's where that Greek sits in, or comes in. I still think this is a pretty solid trade though. We should see some more upside. So I don't know. But it does get risky. A bounce off of 114 and should have had a trailing stop a little bit below 112. Could have been a good area there. If 114 holds, I might jump back in just to get that 100% on the account here, because we're $20 away. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. We're back in it. 119, we're back in it. We're so close. It's so close. Almost 100% profit in the small account. Come on. All right, we officially broke 100% profit in one day. Officially. Wow. 100% profit in one day. That is so cool. Wow. I mean, I'm shocked. Like I'm just, and it's still running. I mean, I could have made bank on this. That's what I was looking for. That was the downside move I was looking for. But hey, you know what? A win is a win. In with another 4 contracts at 119, out at 135. I mean, this thing was just a behemoth, and honestly, it was taking a lot longer than I thought. You know, definitely let my emotions kind of hijack me a little bit there. Just keeping it honest. That's just what it is. That's what it is when you're trading. Even with all the trust in your strategy, you know, there is that uncertainty that lingers at times. So you just have to look for reasons to believe that your thesis is correct. And that's exactly what I did here. You know, I didn't capture the full extent of the move, but we did get another awesome play in the books for the day to bring us over that 100% gain in the small account. So love to see it. And that's going to be it for today. Gonna wrap it up and just enjoy the rest of my day and get caught up with some errands. So yeah, if you guys thought this was a really cool video, make sure you hit that subscribe button and check out my other social links. You know, show a lot of my replays. So make sure you check that out. Give me a like, give me a comment, and I'll catch you guys over there. So see you in the next video.